right, so we're going to start on our backs. And I want to make sure that you have a blanket and a block for our practice today. And right now you don't really need either unless you want support under your head or your knees in a moment. So right now we're going to come down onto our backs, feet on the floor, and let the feet be a little wider than your hips, and let the knees fall in against each other. And then place your hands on your low belly. You can close your eyes or just soften your gaze and feel the belly rise and fall as you deepen your breath. And with each breath, feel the body softening, melting into the floor a little bit more. Where are you holding tension in your body that you can invite it to release? At least just for this time. This practice time that we have together. You can invite the tension back in later if you'd like. But right now, letting it just drain out of the body. And out of the mind too. Two more breaths here. Beautiful. And then hugging your knees into your chest. Maybe a little rock side to side. Just feeling that back lengthen. And then reaching the arms and legs up to the sky. And circling the hands and the feet. Massaging out the wrists and the ankles. Going back the other way, reversing the direction. And then we're gonna shake. So we're gonna just let all the tension go out, and you can roll a little side to side if you'd like. Shake those arms, shake the legs. Shake, 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 shake. Keep shaking. Sometimes when we're like, I need to calm down, and we're just like trying to be still and quiet, and it's all just like so chaotic inside, we need to shake instead. So let's let the shaking move energy, release the and then coming back to place the feet on the floor, knees resting in, or if you would like, you can stretch your legs out all the way now, and still having your hands on your low belly. And now, after that shaking, letting go, and coming back to those really deep breaths, and see if there's a little more softening that you can find to sink into the support Not just the floor, but the earth beneath the floor. And sending yourself some loving kindness. May your life be free from suffering. May your heart be open. May your body be filled with joy and with ease. May you share your gifts with the world, and may you know your true self in this lifetime. Two more deep breaths here. Beautiful. And then bringing your arms by your sides. With your next inhale, reach your arms in a big arc up to the sky and over your head on the floor. Stretching out really long. And stay here for a couple breaths, reaching long through one side of the body and then the other. Just feeling some expansion where perhaps there has been contraction. Bringing in some gentle movement medicine today. And then inhale, reaching long. And as you exhale, drag those legs in, bring the arms down and hug the knees into the chest. And again, rocking side to side here. And then bringing one hand on top of each knee, begin to move your knees around in separate circles. So they come together and then out, away from each other, around and back in. And then going back the other way, see if you can coordinate breath and movement. Lovely. And the next time your knees come away from each other, keep them there. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the ankles or the outside of the feet for happy baby pose. And really feel that grounding of the femur bones going into the hip sockets. You can even press your sacrum down towards the floor a little bit more. So instead of really rounding the back here, we're pressing the sacrum down and just feel that grounding. And let's take a couple humming exhales here. You can close your eyes again if you'd like. And you might also press, if you're reaching your feet, press your thumbs in between the big toe and the second toe and just feel that connection point there, grounding. So inhale. releasing the legs and knees together, feet off the floor, and just drop the legs side to side. Feel the core engaged to hold your legs up off the floor each side. You can give yourself a little belly massage or just sweep across, belly rub as your body's twisting, reminding your digestive organs how much you appreciate them as they digest food and digest life. Lovely. And coming back to place the feet on the floor here. And we're going to do a little flow in and out of bridge pose. So bringing the arms by the sides. If there is something underneath your head, you may want to remove it for just a moment. And feet hip width apart and in close to the body. With your next inhale, press strongly into your feet, lifting the hips up towards the sky as you also lift your arms and bring them up in a big arc up to the sky over your head. Exhale, lowering back down. And continuing to flow here, lifting up maybe a little higher with the hips if you engage the glutes and press strongly into the feet. And then lowering back down. Two more. Lovely, and then coming to rest again, knees resting in against each other and hands on the low belly. And bringing to mind all of the people that we love and are dear to our hearts that may be feeling uncertain, maybe scared. And let's send them some loving kindness. May your life be free from suffering. May your heart be open. May your body be filled with joy and with ease. May you share your gifts with the world, and may you know your true self in this lifetime. Can feel so liberating. Let's roll over to one side and press up here. And we'll come to hands and knees in whatever fashion you would like to. And you might put your blanket underneath your knees if you like some extra padding. Hands underneath the shoulders with the fingers spread really wide, knees underneath the hips or a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards the belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis. Let the motion slide up the spine, belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, rounding. 2 more. And when you come to this cow pose, curl the toes under and press back to a down dog, bending one knee deeply and then the other, stretching through the backs of the legs. And then finding stillness, pressing the hips back, melting the heart towards the ground. And with your next inhale, pulling forward towards a plank pose and then dropping the hips. If you can float the legs, feel free to do that. Otherwise, you can drop the legs to the floor. See if you can open your heart here, pulling the shoulder blades together. Gazing out at the world in front of you with kindness. And then dropping your legs if they are still lifted and press back to a child's pose. Inhale, coming back to tabletop. So we're going to come into a frog pose. And so this is a pretty deep release in the hips. If you're on a hardwood floor or like a concrete floor or something, I encourage you to take your blanket and put it out to the side. So you're going to like fold it up like this and just set it out to the side off of your mat. If you're on a rug, like I am, you're not going to do that. But I'm going to put the blanket under my left knee here. So I'm going to bring my right knee out off the mat. And so if you're on a hard floor, that's going to be on the blanket. We're going to come down onto the forearms here. And then we're just going to hang out. And this right knee is going to gradually slide out as we soften and release into the hips. So this can be kind of intense. And we want to check in with the jaw. So there's a connection between the hips and the jaw. And you can wiggle your jaw around, relaxing it. You can massage it a little bit if you'd like. And letting the breath flow down to the hips. Softening here. Great pose to tune into surrender. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Okay, so you might feel like you're stuck here. But you're never stuck. There's 2 ways you can come out of here. You can either pull yourself forward and basically belly flop and then bring your legs together, or you can pull this leg in, depending on how it feels to you. And then we're gonna find our tabletop again, curl those toes under, press back to the down dog, walking out the dog. Inhale, pulling forward towards a plank, dropping the hips, opening the heart again. Floating the legs if you'd like, or letting them rest. And then we're going to release down to the belly and just lay the body down. Bringing the arms forward, elbows underneath the shoulders, and actually maybe a little bit forward because we're going to be in, kind of like a baby cobra here. And we're gonna do some Brahmari breath with the hands covering, the fingers covering the eyes, and we're gonna plug the ears. So it's like that humming breath that we did earlier, but we're gonna go into more of a sensory deprivation with it so that we're calming the nervous system even more. So covering the eyes here. And in just a moment, we're going to plug the ears and we're going to do 3 breaths, humming at a low tone with the exhale. So plug your ears. Here we go. When you're done, you can just come down to rest, cheek to the mat. Feel your belly breathing against the belly of the earth. And then with your next inhale, squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Inhale, lift the arms, the head, and the legs. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. Inhale, press back to hands and knees. And we'll do the frog pose on the other side. So either putting your blanket out to the left or moving it out of the way. And getting that left knee off of the mat, right knee sliding out to the right. Coming down onto your forearms here. And then letting that left leg slide out. So we're basically just doing 2 frog poses with, taking turns with what leg is sliding, but there's equal stretch through the legs. It's not like we're doing it on one side of the body and then the other side. So feeling this stretch here, this opening. Relaxing the jaw, the shoulders. Breathing deeply here. Maybe there's a metaphor here of like softening in new directions that we can take off of our mat into our lives today. Let's do a couple more breaths here. You can make them letting go breaths if you'd like. Nice. So again, you can either pull forward and belly flop. I'll demonstrate that this time. And bring your legs back together, or you can just slide that leg in. And we're going to make our way to a down dog. Awesome. Inhale, pulling forward, dropping the hips, opening the heart. And then we're going to lay the body down, releasing to the floor. You can turn your cheek to the other side, a couple breaths here. And then coming back to that lifting up on the elbows, bringing the elbows up, bringing the elbows forward a little bit, bringing the hands up, covering the eyes. In a moment, we'll plug the ears. We'll do 3 more of these Brahmari breath, bumblebee breath. And I really want you to tune into sinking the pelvis, so you're softening the pelvis and relaxing the jaw and the shoulders here. So 3 humming breaths, plugging the ears. Here we go. Inhale. Beautiful. And coming down after you finish. And with your next inhale, lift up. Arms, head, legs. And exhale, back down. Resting, you can bring your arms back by your sides. Bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pressing up to a cobra, and then back to a child's pose. And then dragging the hands and sitting on the heels if that's comfortable for you, or finding another seat. We're going to bring the hands to the heart, softening the gaze or closing the eyes here. And this might be the most challenging part of this practice, but we're going to bring to mind the people that are causing a lot of suffering in our world right now, and keeping in mind that hurt people, and may we all be part of the collective healing. We're going to send them some loving kindness. May your life be free from suffering. May your heart be open. May your body be filled with joy and with ease. May you share your gifts with the world. And may you know your true self in this lifetime. And from here, we're going to come up to a high kneeling position. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Low back bend here. Exhale, sweeping the arms out and down, placing the hands on the low back. And then leaning back into pressing the hands. And then coming back up. Hands to the floor, tabletop, finding your down dog. Little baby step by little baby step, walking your feet up to your hands and hanging in a forward fold here. And then sinking the hips, coming to a chair pose and feeling the rootedness, the groundedness of the feet, shifting the weight back into the heels. Taking an inhale here and exhale, swinging. Inhale up, chair, exhale, swing. Inhale up. Chair, exhale, swing. Inhale up. Exhale, touching the mat, coming back to the forward fold. And then sinking the hips down to the floor, bringing the block with you. We're going to come down onto our backs again. And placing the feet on the floor. Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips up, and we're going to slide the block underneath the sacrum here. Oh, that feels so good. A little sacrum release. If you'd like to do a little more of an inversion, you can lift your legs up into the air. Wherever you choose to be, see if there's a little more softening, trusting of the block, the ground, the breath. One more deep breath. And then bringing the feet down if you've lifted the legs. And inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting up off the block, sliding it out from under you. Hugging the knees into the chest. And let the knees fall away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. Notice how this feels towards the end of our practice instead of towards the beginning of the practice. Sunshine pouring through the windows. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long, setting yourself up well, maybe a blanket under your head or your knees or covering you up. Maybe just over the pelvis. And taking a couple letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Letting yourself rest in this moment, an invitation to just be. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. As you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal, gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed. Let's send one more loving kindness prayer out to all beings everywhere. May your life be free from suffering. May your heart be open. May your body be filled with joy and with ease. May you share your gifts with the world. May you know your true self in this lifetime. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. Feel that heartbeat connecting to all the other heartbeats, including the heartbeat of our amazing Mother Earth. Taking a deep breath of gratitude. Gratitude for this life journey. I thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.